Hi, welcome back to SFRE. Thanks for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed season one because we're bringing it to a close. We're kind of on break right now between the Northeast and our next location.
If you're new here, we are a family of 7 who travel the country. I'm a travel nurse. We have been traveling in an RV. We are currently having some issues with our RV.
So more on that to come soon, but some repairs, maintenance, we don't know. We'll have to see. So meanwhile, we're moved in somewhere else temporarily until we get that all figured out. So, but the journey goes on, the adventure goes on. We're still road schooling our kids.
During our first season, we were able to have a little getaway, go to Orlando. If you know us, you know we love Disney.
This is the best celebration ever!
So we got to experience that with our children. We put together a couple of videos. Today we wanted to help you get some packing tips down and share a couple of moments with you. This is a little bit different pace, but something that we love and we love sharing. We really hope that it helps if you have a trip in the near future or far off, if you have kids. And if you're just checking us out for the Disney, feel free to check out our other videos.
Disney's the thing that kind of lit us on fire about travel in the first place. And the magic of Disney, bringing that into our family, the excellence that we experience there. And so it's kind of neat for us in the conclusion of our first season to be able to share some of those Disney memories with you, because that's part of what brought us to Swift Family Ropes and Expedition.
We are taking our children to the one, the only Walt Disney World. We are so excited, and today I'm going to show you how to pack like an expert. So get ready to come with us. Good morning. It's 5:30, but we're going to Disney. You know that nice tour that I gave you? Well, this is what this place looks like right now. I think it's worth it, because we get to play with the kids. And that's what it boils down to. Lunch at the airport and dinner in Disney. Before you start packing and before you put the money down and make all those plans, you have a few decisions to make. First of all, when are you going to go? You're going to be able to do all kinds of research and hit up a couple of websites that will talk about the most opportune times, the best times of the year, best for crowds, best for weather. What we have found is Disney does such a great job of filling the parks and filling their resorts that there's always a crowd. They're always busy. But the times we like to go are in January and in September. And we also like to go the first week of December. It's a lot of fun, and all of their Christmas decorations are up. So those are just a few of the times that we think are great, and they'll provide your family with a great opportunity not to wait in line so long. Another question people ask, well, where do you stay? Do you stay on property? Do you stay off property? Well, I will tell you that each of those decisions will offer benefits, and one of them's cheaper, one of them offers a more comprehensive experience, one of immersion into the culture of Disney and magic. When you look at renting a car, making sure that you have transportation to and from the parks, and the whole immersion experience, I think that for us, we've made the decision to stay on property most of the time. There are several condos and timeshares and suites that you can take part in, and they offer closeness to at least one of the parks or shopping areas, and they also offer full kitchens, sometimes multi-bedrooms, multi-bathrooms. You are not limited in your options. One thing that you really don't have to worry about, especially if you're staying on property, are the toiletries. The shampoo, the lotion, the conditioner, everything is offered there for you in your resort room. And there are also towels at the resort pools. So you don't have to bring your big, bulky swimming towels. They have that for you. And life preservers, they have one of every size. So you don't have to bring that. I will say that when we aren't packing super light, sometimes in my suitcase I will stick an extra bag, stick an extra duffel bag. So if I have dirty clothes, boxes of Legos that they've bought at the Lego store, we have an extra place to put those, and we don't have to sit on the suitcase to get it to shut. We always have to sit on the suitcase to get it to shut. Who am I kidding? There was one time where I actually had to go buy a suitcase in the gift shop at the hotel just to get everything in. We needed a new suitcase anyway, it was okay. Speaking of bags, you will want to bring a few of these babies, small and large. Don't forget to put all of your liquids and funny stuff in these bags before you go to the airport. But you probably need to have some of these extra anyway. One thing that they are great for, if you want to grab a couple of bagels and put them in your backpack for the parks, you've got your bags ready to go. Leftovers ready to go. Keeping your electronics dry on wet rides. These are perfect for it. Oh, speaking of dry, ponchos. Best tip ever. We went to the dollar store, purchased dollar ponchos. They're packed up so little, so tight and little that they take absolutely no space in your backpack when you're going to the parks. If you don't use them, you don't use them. If you do, you can use them and throw them away. They were just $1. Or recycle. Last time we went to the park, the only day I did not bring them. There is not a cloud in the sky, but it's Florida, people. You should know. It always rains about 3 o'clock and only for 2 minutes. But that day, it was not 2 minutes. It was the Great Deluge. I didn't bring the ponchos. They were sitting on my resort kitchen table. Didn't bring them. What did we do? Of course, we bought more ponchos.
Epic, voted #1 among ponchos. Original Animal Kingdom Rainforest Cafe poncho with the hat. I mean, you gotta go in style.
So bring them every day to the parks. And you might want to get an extra one for your stroller, because you don't want your stroller to get wet either. There are times in January and February that it's cold. It's just cold. So please bring your scarf, bring your gloves. If you are going, check the weather. We've gone without coats before. Luckily, there's plenty of places to duck in and stay warm, or in the hotter months, duck in and stay cool. But just try to be prepared for those outdoor shows, fireworks. You don't want your kids to be miserable. You don't want to be miserable. Bring just one pair of jeans, one sweater, and in the really cold months, maybe some gloves. By all means, you know that you agonized over these. You made sure they were the perfect color. You tucked them away where the kids couldn't find them or where you wouldn't lose them. And then you get there and you realize you didn't pack them. Don't do that. Make sure that you have your magic bands. Have them out when you get to the Magical Express. That's when you will need them first. But don't give them to your kids until you get off the plane for the Magical Express. That way, it's a way to huddle them up, get them in the line, and they won't lose them either.
48. Thank you. 48, guys.
Okay, guys, bags.
48? Eli! Where did Eli go? Buddy, you need to get your bag.
It's Disney's Magical Express, which you can experience if you request transportation for free from the airport to your Disney resort. It's a fantastic service. And it
check out my Elsa Disney band. Elsa!
Somebody's excited.
is a great service that Disney offers. It really allows the parents to relax and get into the Disney magic mode.
Baby items. Okay, this is a question that many people ask me. Do you take your babies? Yes, I take babies. It's awesome. They're not going to remember it, but I'm going to remember it. So age, you guys have to decide what is right for your family, but I will tell you, if you want to go and you have a wee one, it's a great experience. Let me tell you, there are so many rides you can ride with the little one, and you have your trusty carrier. That one's ancient, but make sure you have that along with your stroller. And I always bring a very light mesh blanket to guard them from the sun, because it's hot and you don't realize how much sun they're getting in their little legs that are hanging out of the carriers. You just want to make sure they're well protected. And even though you look like a reverse hunchback of Notre Dame, you have got that baby covered, and they are comfortable and safe and free from the harmful rays. Diapers. Yes, you need swim diapers, and yes, they do offer them. There are stores in each Disney resort that they have a variety of things that you will need if you forget them. However, one great alternative that we have found is actually ordering diapers, food, everything that we need while we're there. The ones we've used are Garden Grocer, and we've used Amazon Now or Prime Now. I believe that Prime Now offers, I think it's a bit cheaper. You simply order the things that you need, your dry goods, your food, your stuff for the parks, sunscreen, bug screen, and they deliver it right to your resort room. So it's super convenient. And for those big bulky things like diapers, and you don't want to be packing them, especially if you're packing light, just order them. It'll be at your resort and you're set and ready to go. Another thing that you might want to think about ordering is a stroller. I will tell you, Disney parks have strollers, but they're expensive. They're big and uncomfortable. You don't get to take them to your resort with you. You have to return them at the end of the day of the park. So as you're renting them in the morning or taking them back, that's extra time that you don't want to take. I would say to either bring your own or order it from one of the great reputable companies that offer those services. If you need a wheelchair, that's also available through those same companies. I have found that they're there. When you get to the resort, they have your stroller, and it's just as easy to leave it at the desk when you're on your way out. They're reasonably priced, and you can usually find a promo code somewhere.
Quick tip, it can be hard to find your stroller in the sea. Come up with something colorful that you know you will recognize from a distance. A colorful band, something that will be an easy way for you to recognize your stroller from a distance.
If you do choose to do laundry at your resort, it's always great to have some of these little travel size detergents and softeners, because they do offer them there for a price. But if you can pack a couple of these in a plastic bag, I've done that where my detergent has burst open. So put these in a plastic bag in your suitcase, and then you don't have to spend that extra money when you're there. One more thing for the babies. You could carry a big diaper bag like this into the parks, which is absolutely fine. Or you could carry this. You stick this under your stroller or strap it on the handle, and you are ready to go. You grab the baby, you grab this, you go in, go out. You're done with that baby change in no time flat. So first of all, you have to think about the basics. Your clothes, the things that you're gonna wear to the parks. Obviously, most of the time they will be some lightweight, ready to go for the summer palm trees and the breeze blowing and the summer air, 80s, 90s, 70s if you're lucky. So first of all, you have to think about your clothes. Now, I will say that this time we are traveling light. We are only taking our backpacks, so good luck to us. But I will say that we've got some good travel backpacks, and these containers, these zipper containers that hold your clothes, that kind of help you organize, are fantastic. So these are my clothes for the whole week. And we do have a washer dryer, and we will do laundry probably once. And you can always look for that when you're looking for a suite. Oh, and I will tell you that Disney resorts do have washer dryers on all of their resort properties for a very small price, about $1 a load, maybe $1.25. And if you're a DVC member, Disney Vacation Club member, it's free. You also will find that most of the resorts have an app where you can sign up, and you don't have to stay there while your clothes are being washed and dried. You can lounge by the pool and your phone will tell you when your clothes are done. It's pretty awesome. So this is all we have for my week. My children's clothes, I pack in plastic bags. Usually I pack one outfit per plastic bag. But here I've just rolled up outfits per day. So I've got shorts, shirt, underwear, everything he needs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I've got another bag for the rest of the week. So if you want to put them in individual bags, it makes it super easy for the little ones, where they just grab a bag, go to the bathroom, change their clothes, and they're ready to go for the day. And for the little girls, I make sure to put their hair accessories for that day that match the outfit, socks, maybe even a special pair of sandals. Speaking of shoes, you want some good walking shoes. Now, since we're going light this time, we're only taking 2 pairs of shoes. Our good walking shoes and our sandals to wear to the pool. That is typically all we take. We are not the type of family that's gonna wear heels to the parks. We like to be comfy. So make sure, check your kids' shoes before you go. Make sure there's no holes in the bottom. Make sure that they are comfortable and fit well, because the last thing you want on your trip is somebody complaining of blisters, sore feet, because we weren't prepared. Now you've seen a little bit about how we pack, and you're ready to go. Whether you're driving or flying, having a few little treats for the kids, whether it's some gummy bears or a special toy that they have never seen before, it really makes the trip go a lot better. I do have certain strategies for each mode of transportation. If you can draw the kids out for an hour at a time, their interests, what they're viewing, what they're seeing, and maybe get them a couple of dollar store gifts, maybe read in the car if you don't get seasick or road sick, seasick, don't get seasick, please. One trick that I love for the airport is I bring huge candy bars for everybody that sits around us, just so their first impression of us is one of generosity and knowledge of how it feels to travel with little ones. However, if you are traveling to Orlando, chances are you probably have other little ones on the flights. Do you know that the olfactory senses are the ones most connected to your memory? So one tip I have for you is to get some Yankee Candle Sun and Sand, spray it in your resort every time you come in, and then when you get home, if you've cleaned your house or you just want to have a good memory of your trip, spray it at home, and trust me, you will thank me. This is a fantastic tip that I got from another person. I don't remember who, I'm so sorry, but we've used it for years, and every time I want to relax with my daughter and remember the smells of Disney, this is what I do.
Thanks for joining us for this episode. As you can see, she's the master organizer and planner. Amazing. We're able to have as many memories as we do because of the way she thinks and knows how to work the Disney system. So this episode's all been about packing preparation. You see a little bit of footage, but join us next week because we got a lot more tips and tricks. How to enjoy the parks, lines, management of the buses, the transportation, everything. A lot more of that is coming down the pipe.
We
Helpful.
just really want you to come along and have fun with us. If you've never experienced Disney, or if you've never done it with your family, we want you to come along and have fun with us. I know a lot of family and friends have always wanted to be. Some of them have come with us.
Right.
We want to take all of you with us.
One of the things that's unique about our journey through Disney is we've got 5 kids. We don't run into a lot of families in Disney World. There are seven strong. A lot of our ideas are about traveling through Disney World with a bigger family.
So hopefully this is providing you with a little bit of information to arm yourself for a future trip. It doesn't even have to be to Disney World. Some of these tricks you can take anywhere in the world with you, especially if you're packing light with a bunch of people. But if you have any questions, comments, if you have tips for people that are watching, please put them in a comment below. And as always, we love to hear your comments and your shout outs, and subscribe. Click on the bell. It doesn't cost any money. It just really helps us out and helps us know what kind of interest we are sparking, and it helps us have that connection with you, which we love. We cannot wait to see you next week.
All right. More to come. Bye.
Did you hear? Oh my gosh. You okay? It's all right. No, we're not getting grass. It's okay.
Drink before you go. One thing that's a little bit extra that I found out at one time. It's okay.
I got my cat now.
All right, come climb up here with me.
I got my cat.
Come here. Come here.
I'm in there the whole time.
I need some of this right
I
now.
need this.
Yes, you do, because you are fragrance. This is why I didn't let her in here. Otherwise, he would have been not smell-o-vision. It's okay. One thing I wanted to mention.
Hi, welcome to SFRE.
Your voice always sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Hi. Hi.